Oh, are you serious? Oh, there's no signal because of the damn thunderstorm! Screw you, mother... What's going on, guys? Drae here, and today we're back in Gold Rush with a beautiful day out in Haines, Alaska. It's not like the thunderstorms that were happening in the last episode, so hopefully things go a little better. Now, I did a lot off recording as per usual. I actually haven't used the new wash plant at all. If you missed the last episode, we've installed everything, well, all the basic things that we need to run dirt through this. The reason why I haven't used it, and I actually went back to the mobile wash plant, is because of travel times. Currently, I don't think the dump truck would be able to tip high enough to actually dump dirt directly into this. What we need is another upgrade called the conveyor belt, which actually attaches over here. Then you can back the dump truck right up over to here and put the dirt inside. It makes, you know, the dump truck actually viable. Because if I wanted to actually use this plant right now, I'd have to bring the excavator all the way up this hill. Excavators are extremely slow, mind you. And then dump the dirt in here one bucket at a time. It just made more sense to go back to the mobile wash plant for the time being and earn a little bit of money doing that. And as you can see in the top right, I did indeed earn about 200 grand. I estimate I need about 150 grand for this next upgrade, as well as a few other small upgrades that we actually need to add to our system as well. And then we're going to get this thing moving. We have 7 days till winter, and then permafrost comes, so I need to get as much gold out of the ground as possible, because I still have that hefty loan that I have to pay off. But yeah, we're going to go back to Haines right now real quick, buy some upgrades, and then finally start using this thing and say goodbye to the mobile wash plant. I also did some organization around here. I put the magnetite separator by this because that's where we get our magnetite. I still have a few small things to sell, by the way. So if we do need some extra money, I do have some things I can sell. I just haven't moved them over because that's going to take a little bit of manpower to bring them over here. Also, as you can see in here, just kind of storing things, I have organized quite a bit. And yeah, I have a lot of items, actually. So if we ever need something, we should hopefully have most of it in storage. But yeah, that's kind of all I did off recording. Let's go back to Haines and purchase this next and hopefully final upgrade so we can actually push dirt through this system. All right, and here is the beast that we need. Both of these pieces. So you can see this is a lot easier to actually aim a dump truck to. Basically, you just tip your bucket right here. That conveyor belt moves, and hopefully we earn a lot of money. So I actually came back here. A lot of you might be wondering why I didn't use the tablet. Tablet actually adds like 10 grand to these big purchases, so it's really, in my opinion, not worth it to utilize the tablet for big purchases. So that's why I came all the way back here. We're going to add that as well. And, well, there goes pretty much all my money once again, but we should be making money really quickly now. At least hopefully, because again, I got about 30 grand a day in that loan that I got to deal with, and we only got 86 grand in the bank. So we got to get earning money as quickly as possible, because I need to survive the winter without any gold yields, most likely. Now, one other thing we're going to buy as well is something that you might not expect, but I love that they added this to the game, because I just think it's really cool the amount of customization you can do here. Inside the old hardware shop, if you remember way back at episode 1, we used these, the hog pan with pump and no pump. I don't think we need one with a pump, so we're going to buy that. And yes, we can actually attach these to the end of our system. Actually, I need 2, that's right, so let's buy 2. But yes, you can add this to the end of your system, so any tailings that might have been missed with some gold in them goes through this system as well. Therefore, you earn, hopefully, a couple more bucks. So I just thought that was awesome. I forget how many mats I need. I think it's 3 per. So we'll just buy 6. Worst case, we can always buy some back at our mine site for these cheaper things. But yeah, that's a very cheap addition that hopefully gives us some decent yields. We might have to test that out later to see how much it really helps. Now, aside from that, the only other thing I might need is another light system, being that we'll be traveling now. We'll have to get that later. Another option is the gold nuggetator, which allows us to put mats in it and do all the mats at the same time instead of doing the old bucket strategy, which we'll be doing now. Just because I don't have too much money, I don't want to risk it, so we're not going to buy that just yet. That'll be an upgrade for a future episode. All right, so I'm thinking we're going to want to connect to the bottom attach. Oh, that's the wrong piece of equipment. Okay, I thought there was a bottom connector. I guess not. So 7 meters might be a bit too tall for this job, but we'll use what we have at our disposal. This thing's going to be extremely lopsided as well, being that it's such a weird design. This could get interesting. But we've dealt with things like this before. We'll see what happens. Okay, yeah, this looks like it's going to be an easy placement. We might even be able to just simply drive into it. I also just remembered I forgot the hog pans at the hardware store. So I think we'll just have to rebuy those because they're so cheap anyways, and I'll sell them later. I can't believe I did that. I bought them, but I didn't put them in my truck. Oh, well. All right, so I got some power cords. Let's... Hopefully we don't need extensions, because I don't know if I have enough right now. I think we should be okay. I'm not certain, though. So we're going to bring this way. I think this should be a little bit closer. Come on. Oh, of course. I should have went around the other way. Oh, we just have enough space. Okay, sweet. That actually gave me enough. But yeah, now we have so many moving parts in our system. I think breakdowns are going to be a much more common occurrence. So we should probably have some money in the bank in preparation for that, because it's definitely going to happen. And yeah, we're going to be totally fine, I think, over here. We've got cords everywhere. All we got to do now is move the hog pans in. I've already bought those, so we should be good to go, hopefully, in a couple minutes here. But there we go. We've pretty much maxed out this thing. Does it actually say how much we're using? I haven't filled this either. I think we're going to need the bigger gas tank, because that thing's probably going to take a lot of gas. I don't know, though. We'll try and use the mobile one for now and see what happens. Now, question is, can I put these in first? Also, I guess I missed a couple mats. I thought we only needed 6. We need 8, so we'll have to buy a couple more of those. No big deal. We're getting closer and closer to being done. So yeah, this is pretty cool. What's going to happen is at the end of this, all the dirt's going to come out, and just as a final chance to grab any gold, it's going to go through this system, and we can wash out these mats as well. So I'm trying to earn as much gold as possible, obviously. So these are very cheap upgrades. I think this cost me like 1,300 bucks. So almost nothing at all in Gold Rush standards, and hopefully it should yield us a decent amount of extra gold. But I think that's it for this system. I think we got pretty much every upgrade. I guess the only other thing is possibly those grills. I think that's for the Tier 4 system, though. I'm not sure. We'll have to figure that out later. But it should be ready to go. We have all the stuff done officially now. And, of course, it's in the middle of the night. I think I might actually take a risk here and sleep till daytime, just so you guys can see that. Or maybe I should bring my light over. Yeah, you know what? Let's go grab that light. Okay, so we should have maybe 2 days worth of mining. Yeah, we just lost 30 grand right there. We got 48 grand in the bank. So basically 2 days, and then we're in the red. I need at least a little bit of money so I can turn the gold into bars as well. That or I'm wasting so much money. So yeah, let's get moving. I'm going to bring the gas tank over, gas up the generator the best I can. And then we're going to finally start doing this. And I am so excited. I get to use the dump truck. So we're going to turn on all systems. Turn on this bad boy. So we got some water going through. I don't like that this thing sparks, by the way. Very freaky. Okay, it's already on. And we should see water now going through the system. Perfect. Everything's looking good. We got water going down. Oh, look, there's gold already in our system. I think... Let me just make sure all the stuff's down here is ready. We got the buckets. The water's coming out into these. All the mats are ready to go. Just doing some double checks here. Let's make sure our new system's working as well. That's moving. We should have a conveyor belt moving over here as well. Oh, yes. Oh, is that moving? How much power we're using in this system? It looks, yeah, it's green, so it's good. Wow, that thing uses 500. I think the rest of the system only used 1,000. So yeah, we're at exactly 2,000 now. So we could technically have one more exactly the same system as this going through this one generator. So I don't think we're going to need a generator upgrade anytime soon. Why are you open? Close. Thank you. All right, so what we're going to do for this first initial run, I don't really care how much gold we're doing, so I'm not going to really look for the perfect ground. I'm just going to get this thing over there and, you know, start moving dirt as quickly as possible. So how we want to do this is kind of just park the dump truck by the excavator somewhere. I'm just going to go... I know there's a lot of gold over on that side. Up on this hill, too, there's quite a bit. So I think I'm going to put the excavator on the hill, start digging kind of where I was digging. Hopefully still following those gold veins. And then filling up this thing. All right, so there we go. That should be a good spot right there. We're going to turn off these lights. Got to make sure we do that all the time. Or we're going to have dead batteries. Let's just get rid of these and just keep these here for right now. I'll move them later, organize later. Right now, we got to earn gold, man. I hope we have a bit of gas in the excavator. I didn't actually check that. Also, engine check light has been on for days in this, making me a little worried. Yeah, we got about half a tank of gas, it looks like, so that's not awful. By the way, it's daytime. It's just really dark out, of course. It started raining, so Hopefully you can kind of see. Do I have dirt in this? No, I don't have dirt in this. I was moving all that stuff. Okay. Finally, I think we're good to go. Now, the other upgrade we want to get next is the Frankenstein conveyor belt, because that will allow me to put it on the conveyor belt instead of directly in the dump truck, and it would just make my life way easier. So that was about 6%, so as you can see, it takes a lot of dirt. Obviously, it's a dump truck. I guess one thing I could do to conserve energy is not have my system on while I'm doing this. It shouldn't actually take that long, though, to fill this thing up and get dirt going through the system. Okay, and surprisingly, as you can see, well, not really surprisingly, it's a dump truck, but it takes a lot of dirt, as you can see. We're actually almost down at bedrock with one dump truck full, so I think that should be good. It's probably not going to be a full 100, but if we do any more, we're just going to overload it anyway. So we'll shut off this. I hate that I have to turn off my lights every time. We'll have to get used to that. And we got a full load. Our first load that we're going to send through the system. This is exciting to me, at least. I hope it's exciting to you guys as well, or it doesn't really make sense that you're watching a gold mining simulator episode. And yeah, now to load up the system. So how do I actually use this thing? Bed up, bed down. Simple enough. All right, here it goes. Oh, yeah. Now, there's this thing. All right, we're not going to max out this thing, are we? I would hate to lose all this. 70, 80. Oh, yeah, she's going through the system. So it's going to take a while, obviously. There's a lot more dirt than a simple excavator load. So, obviously, we should go back and do some mining. I just want to make sure the system's working. So it slowly goes up this conveyor belt. And you should be able to see the dirt in there. Yes, it's beautiful. It's dropped into this. Gets shaked all around. All the junk comes out here, which goes over to there into a tailings pile. And then it goes through our actual system into the trommel, down into our mats, and then down at the end, finally into our hog pan wash systems. Oh, well, there's actually a limit to how much this can hold, too, so I wonder if we can overflow those. But it's working, as you can see. It's going all the way through the system, so no problems here. We have to pay attention to a lot of things. Already have 5% in the buckets, as you can see, so I don't think it's going to take too many loads to fully do this. Let's get back to work and see what a washout with a giant system like this is like. I just want to check one more thing. Having this system on all the time might not be the best idea. I want to see how much gas we've used. Actually, basically none. So it doesn't hurt to keep the system on, I guess. At least too much. Getting an error saying it's already full, you're losing pay dirt. I wonder if that's my little hog pans, I'm thinking. I'm getting a little worried now. Let me just make sure we don't have an issue going on here. Because, yeah, it's just constantly going. It's got to be this, right? Yeah, we're at 100% on these. So I guess I don't know how to slow this down. I don't think we can. So it's just going to have to deal with it. Oh, actually, are we supposed to... It's not going through this, so maybe I actually do need the ones with the hoses on them. Because, yeah, how do I get it to go through the system? All right, you know what? This is obviously going to be a very small amount of gold yield, so for right now, we'll just take this part off the system. I'll purchase it later and set it up. I'm more worried about pushing gold through the system right now. That kind of sucks that doesn't work, though. I wonder... I mean, water's falling out of it, so water should go through the system, but I guess you do need the ones with the pumps. Well, I lied. It's going to forever bother me if I don't get this set up now, so I figured we may as well just do the hog pan thing since we're going to need to do it sooner or later anyways. So, how I think we're going to do this is split this off because we have more than enough water going through the system. Bring this down here. We shouldn't need a lot of space, so I'm just going to rush down. Yeah, perfect. And then we have this splitter here that will allow us to... Let's just bring the truck down there because I'm going to need to travel back and forth anyways. I just hate having a trailer on this trying to drive around. Really annoying, actually, with how heavy the gas tank trailer is. All right, but yeah, we should be able to just put this on here like so. And then split that off to the two that we need because I hope it uses the green cords. I'm almost certain it does. It's the first thing you buy. And yeah, there we go. So now we have water going through the system. We shouldn't be backlogged like we were before. And I'm happy now. Look at how many cords you need to set all this junk up. Like, it is a mess here. Okay, but I've actually got another dump truck ready. We're going to drop it into the system, and we'll check and make sure it's working right. Let's turn on the power real quick. Like, seriously, this system, even for Tier 3, there's 2 more tiers, mind you, past this. Tier 3 is extremely complex. I just want to make sure we got enough liters. Yeah, 160 out of 220. So actually, we don't have much more room in our system for any sort of water output. I don't think we're going to need any more anyways. But yeah, we got this going through this. Let's just dump the truck and make sure it's working all right. Everything should be good. We just got to fill this with dirt now. So there we go. Oh, beautiful. Oh, easy now. Don't want to destroy my load. So yeah, you can max dump this and it's not going to fill this thing. That's good to know. And look at all that beautiful dirt. So now, let's just make sure our hog pans are finally working. It's weird that the biggest troubleshooting problem for this episode has been simple hog pans. But yes, there we go. We got water going through it, and there is dirt coming out slowly. I don't even know if it's made it to this part of the system yet, but it should work. And yeah, you can actually see they have 2% in them already. How are we doing for the other ones? 21%? Wow, I've only done one dump truck plus whatever this one's going for, so it really isn't going to take that long to do a washout, it looks like. Well, we got a little bit of a problem, as you can tell by my fuel. We're running on fumes at this point. I'm not sure how much we put through the system already, but you can see we actually moved a lot of dirt today without doing a washout, so I'm hoping we get paid a decent amount of money. It actually didn't take too long. At least it doesn't feel like it. Maybe I'm just really excited because this is all new stuff. But yeah, we're going to try and fill up this dump truck as much as we can. I think we're only going to get 1 or 2 more scoops in here. And then, yeah, we're going to do a washout, see how much we yielded. Now, I didn't actually check the ground. I have no idea if this ground is good or not, so we're really not going to know too much about how good this new system is just yet. Oh, God, here we go with thunder. I just wanted to make sure everything was working today, and it indeed does look like it's finally working, so at least we got that going for ourselves. Tomorrow, in the next episode, we'll definitely try and find better ground and see how much gold we can pull out of this ground as compared to our old system. Alright, you know what? This thing's going to die, so I'm just going to stop here before I get stuck or anything like that and shut this off and run this through the system. I don't know why we're getting so many thunderstorms now. Like, I didn't experience any of these until last episode, and now it's like half the time I play, there's a damn thunderstorm going on. So, not really sure why, but hey, as long as I don't get electrocuted, it's all good. Alright, so it's still moving. We still got lots of gas in the system, so yeah, I'm not going to turn off this system. I was thinking about doing that in between me getting dump trucks, but for the little gas it uses, I don't think it's worth the time to run over there and turn it off. Alright, so there we go. Push it through the system. I'm curious to see. This is my 4th. Oh, Jesus. My 4th load. And I want to see how much we've done. Now, that isn't a full load, mind you. It was like 80% or something like that. So we can get a good reference for how much we need. So, yeah, probably one more dump truck. Oh, God, don't get stuck in there. I don't want to die today. Oh, God, I'm bouncing all over the place. That's not me jumping. That's just the game going, what the hell are you doing in there? Yeah, not too bad. As you can see, we're going to let the dirt go through the system here. We'll probably get about 85%, so actually it was probably a good time for a washout, because if we would have did another dump truck load full, we probably would have been wasting gold. Hell, even our hog pan got quite a bit today. 59%, not bad at all. I am so excited for this clean out. I have no idea if we're going to get a lot or a little. Let me just make sure. Is there still dirt going through the system? Yes, indeed there is. So we'll give it a little bit and then turn everything off and do a washout. All right, dirt's done on the conveyor belt. You can still see it's definitely going through the system, though. So, yeah, we might... Actually, it was pretty much ready for a washout. So, that's all you need is, like, 3.5 dump trucks full. What the hell? 746-gram nugget? We might be on really good dirt, then. That's by far the biggest nugget I've gotten. Last episode, the biggest was 500. So, I'll take it. I need all the gold I can get today. That is amazing. This makes me even more excited for this washout because it should be pretty good. All right, it's done going through this. I think it's been pretty much through the whole system then, so let's shut it off and do our washout. All right, you know what? I want to keep this attached because we're going to need to go to Haynes with it and fill it up. So let's grab all these mats, grab the buckets, and do the washout. That's right, I forgot about the buckets too. So how many freaking... We have so many things we have to grab right now because there is... 6? Is there 6 here? Yeah, there's 6 mats on each of these, so that's 12. 4 mats on each of those, and then the buckets as well. So yeah, man, there's gonna be a lot of gold, I think. Okay, now for the big clean out. Oh yeah, that's right, I can't open my tailgate unless I get rid of that. Look at all these mats. We got these things, we don't need to deal with anything with these, so we're just gonna throw these over there. But the moss mats we do have to wash out without the gold nuggetator. And now that I'm seeing how many sheer mats that we need to wash, that takes a long time, man. So I could see why the gold nuggetator is definitely worth it. So we'll definitely buy that maybe even next. I don't know. We'll see how much fuel we can use with the mobile fuel tank as well. We might need that fuel tank upgrade instead, but yeah, this is going to take a while. Well, I figured something out. Thank God the bucket holder actually works for these moss mats as well, because this would have taken just forever just to bring all these over there. So yeah, this thing has multiple uses, which is nice to see. Some things you can't store in it, because I've tested it with like wires and everything. Doesn't work, but with this, you see they stay in place perfectly. So there we go. Everything's over here. So now what we got to do... Can we not... I thought we could fill... Oh. I swear we used to fill up the buckets inside the panning thing. So now I got to figure out... Damn it. How we're going to get water, because we need water in these buckets, right? You can't just... Well, can you? No. Yeah, you need water to rinse the miner's moss. Well, there's a problem. I also can't refill my generator because you can't put the jerry can on top. Oh, God. Okay. Not every episode, there's at least small problems, so we just got to deal with this real quick. Oh, are you serious? Oh, there's no signal because of the damn thunderstorm. Screw you, Mother Nature. Damn it. I just wanted to buy a green hose. All right, I hope I have another one somewhere. Oh, thank God I have one spare hose. That's all I need. We should now have the water we desperately need once we watch this thing fill up. I don't know how long it takes to fill these buckets up. Really? Is it full? It looks half full, but I guess it is full. Okay, save, thank you. So we're just going to wash that in there. Now, I have no idea how many of these go in each bucket. All right, so that is all the buckets done. Now, the buckets in the back are from the hog pan. I just want to see how much that yielded us, just out of curiosity. So we're going to do those ones last. All right, all we got to do now is turn on the power. And there's only 32% in there. That's right, because I didn't fill it. Fill that up. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Tier 3 washouts. Oh, this is going to be good. Okay, just got to scooch around here, turn everything on. And we are ready to rock and roll. Let's start with the first bucket. The big question is, how much is this going to yield us now? I got to freaking organize this place. There's too many things now. First world problems. You're so efficient at getting gold, you have too many things laying around that have gold inside them. All right, there we go. 726 G's of magnetite. That's actually not that much, I don't think. Not sure if this is a full bucket or not. Let's find out here. There we go. We're going to put that back down there and keep the system a-flowing. This is a bit scary. That's not too much. 52 grams of gold. Ooh, that's not good compared to what we're used to. That being said, we have a hell of a lot more buckets with this system, so I didn't expect them to be comparable to our old system because that was much more refined. This, the gold's obviously spread out in more systems, so we still should see a good yield here. I have no idea if it's going to be as good as I hoped for, though. Gotta remember as well, I have no idea what kind of dirt we're working with. It could be dead dirt totally, which it probably is, knowing my luck. So that could be our problem right there. Next episode, like I said, we'll find some good ground and actually try it where there's rich soil. 105 grams, getting a little better now. That's exciting. Probably deeper in the ground over there. Still waiting on this one. There we go. At least we're getting a decent amount of magnetite as compared to our old system, so we can get some of those blacksmithing upgrades. Because it's annoying dealing with the blacksmith. He's kind of a pain in the butt. All right, there's our final bucket, which is mostly water. There was only one moss mat in this one. So that obviously won't yield much at all, but, I mean, we may as well put everything we can through the system. Still waiting on this. How'd we do? 105 grams. So, yeah, it seems very consistent, at least. So, you know the washout's probably getting all the gold it can. There's just a lot more process with this one, and 26 grams with that final one with only one moss mat. Now, here is the hog pan bucket, so we'll see how much this gives us. Just out of curiosity, what adding those hog pans gave us for more gold. We'll find out here real quick. And, yeah, I only got 400 grams in that washout, but that's actually not too bad. Considering how quick it was, once we get the gold nuggetator, this washout system will be much better as well. 168 grams, that's a bad sign. There's very little gold in this, I think, which makes sense. Is at the end of the system, it's just there to catch any extra gold that we may possibly get. Because we would have lost this to the ground if it wasn't for those hog pans. So, 8% left. Cleaning out any little gold crystal it can. 12 grams! Woo! Now, you gotta remember, for a dump truck as well, I didn't have the hog pan on, so, I mean, it adds a little bit, but not much at all. I gotta say, I don't know. I think we were at some pretty damn bad ground. At least I'm hoping so, because I don't know, man. I feel like the mobile wash plant is still the answer here, oddly enough. All right, we did get a decent amount of magnetite, though. Mind you, this trailer can hold so much of it. 12 grams once again. Throw that in the trailer. Yeah, we only got 4% in our trailer. There's no sense making the trek over there. I don't even think we'd have enough for an upgrade yet. All right, well, there you have it. Our first clean out of our new system. I'm actually curious. Let me check something. I did do a bunch of drilling off recording as well. I want to see what we were working with over here, because I feel like it was really bad ground. So if I can pinpoint the location, and we go to the gold map on parcel 2, where we were mining is over here, so it's looking like, let's just toggle this square and see. Okay, I'm a little bit off. Gray means there's like no gold at all. Yep, that's in the hole that I was digging. Oh my god. Talk about, wait, let me show you how unlucky I am. In our whole area, we have 2 gray squares that basically mean there's no gold in the ground. It's no sense mining here. And I chose to dig there. I'm smart. So yes, at least that answers my worries of, is this thing worth it? I think it definitely is. You gotta look at the gold output compared to what we were used to getting. 8 grams a meter, basically 0 grams a meter. What we were getting before is like 25 grams a meter, 26. So yeah, if we had that good a ground, we'd probably be getting about 250 grams a bucket, which is normal to what we were getting before. So yeah, I learned today, definitely check the ground before you start mining. Don't get too excited for yourself, because I just mined a bunch of dead dirt, basically. Regardless, we still somehow got an 800-gram nugget out of that, so it made it worth it. And, yeah, that was our first washout, guys. So go make this into the gold bar, get a little bit of money in the bank, and slowly pay off this loan. And let me know what you guys think. What should we buy next? I definitely want to get the gold nuggetator, like I said. Also, the gas tank is something that we're going to need regardless, unless I want to do a million runs with the mobile gas tank, which I don't really want to do. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Gold Rush, doing our first washout with the Tier 3 wash plant. Feels pretty good. Thanks for watching and liking, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.